Hey everyone, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and today I'm here with another horror review for the month of October, my Horrorthon, and today I'm going to be reviewing and talking about The Void. So I'm sure most of you are pretty familiar with this movie. In fact, most of you have probably seen it by now. Certainly a pretty popular movie of late, and it's been getting quite a lot of hype and buzz and attention, and it was definitely one that I was pretty excited to check out this month. So obviously I have done so, and yeah, here is my review. So The Void centres around a police officer who one evening stumbles across a really injured man, ends up taking him to hospital, and that's pretty much when things start going downhill very fast. So the police officer, the injured guy, some of the staff and a few members of the public are now trapped in the hospital. There's like this weird, mysterious, white cloaked cult outside. You have no idea why they're there. Very mysterious. So they can't really escape or they'll get killed. And staying in the hospital is pretty dangerous for them too, because something very bad starts happening within the hospital. So that is essentially a quick rundown of the plot. Now moving on to what I thought of the film. So, as I mentioned, this movie is getting a lot of hype recently, a lot of attention, and I don't know, I just don't get it. I didn't really care for this movie whatsoever. Now, essentially this is like a throwback style movie, so very reminiscent of a lot of John Carpenter's earlier work, especially The Thing, obviously. It had some similarities to other films as well, like Hellraiser, Society, with all the body horror aspects within the film, and even it had a few nods to H.P. Lovecraft, obviously, and even some nods to David Cronenberg. So pretty heavy on the throwback style of things, and that can work sometimes it's absolutely great, but in the case with The Void, I definitely think it was the movie's undoing, and a lot of the rest of the movie really suffered because of it. I think they were trying way too hard to focus on those aspects and kind of neglected making the overall movie better, in my opinion. The biggest issue I had with the movie was definitely the plot. It was way too complicated, just way too complex, and it really didn't need to be. I thought the movie would have been a lot better if they just simplified the plot a lot more and you kind of knew what the hell was going on. Because I was confused a lot of the times during this movie, and it wasn't from lack of concentration. I was fully awake and I was concentrating, but I don't know, it was just overly complicated when it really didn't need to be. The other major issue that I had with the movie was definitely the pacing. So the movie started off really good. It really just got off with a bang, and then it would go slow, and then it'd pick up again, and then it would go slow. And this was a running theme for the entire movie, so pacing-wise, I thought it was off. Character-wise, now the characters in this were pretty good. I thought all the characters were pretty enjoyable, and I liked the characters. However, the character development was terrible. It was pretty much non-existent. You'd have glimpses throughout the movie with the characters' dialogue with each other, where it looked like they were sort of starting to build some character development, and then it'd just stop. It'd just drop off, and that would be that. So yeah, there was pretty much next to none character development. So yeah, a lot of big issues I had with this film. However, there was one standout thing, and that was definitely the creature effects. They were absolutely fantastic. The creatures looked awesome, and the gore and special effects in general were top notch. But for me, that wasn't enough to save the film, and again I thought they focused a little bit too much on that, and the rest of the movie really suffered. To me, it wasn't really a well balanced film, and yeah, as amazing as all the gore effects and creatures were, it just wasn't enough to save this movie for me. So yeah, unfortunately I don't get the hype surrounding this film. I didn't really enjoy it whatsoever. So that is essentially what I thought of The Void. So definitely let me know what you thought of this movie. If you've seen it, in the comment section below, I'm pretty keen to hear your thoughts. I know this movie certainly does have a lot of fans. I'm not one of them. I'm pretty disappointed, to be honest. You know, I thought it was going to be a hell of a lot better than it was, but as I said, the movie certainly had a lot of issues, especially with the story. Anyway, that's pretty much all I really have to say on The Void. So yeah, if you've seen this movie, let me know what you thought of it in the comments section below. Despite my negativity towards this film, I still hope you've enjoyed this review, and thank you for watching.